McLemore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Only 11 road wins for the Kings last year, and with that number as your road win total, hard to play 500 basketball.
And Gasol gets it to go. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. McLemore with a screen for Collison. In low to Cousins. Good work defensively by Gasol. Here's Conley. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Back to Allen. Lee outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Gasol. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Pass to Gay.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the vibes, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just swing to the left, swing to the right. Make it feel good, make it feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the vibes in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip mode, the squad in the place, y'all.
Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Floss like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you run, me and my stacking my ones. Floss a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing the horn, a sense of every day I was born. Never dream I see it landscaping my lawn. Dangerous, be accurate. Have to get the flow be so immaculate.
Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. They set the pick. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. And Parker, here we go. Here's Splitter. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Well, Tony Parker, an excellent scorer. Creative finisher, certainly inside with a smooth pull-up jump shot from mid-range. Steve, when he gets in the lane, he is dynamite.
And he draws fouls at a very high rate for a point guard. He's so good at initiating contact and then forcing the officials to make a call. And what that does, it gets you free points. It also allows you to set up your defense at the other end.
That's good. Duncan's got his first bucket of the night.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And so it's the Lakers with it. 4-point game. And Kobe, here we go. Makes it off the glass.
Some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Parker. Into Green. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. Outside, Kobe. No luck. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Parker with it. Green kicks to Parker. outside, Davis. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Well, Ed Davis, in his 5th season out of North Carolina, he's had to battle for minutes both in Toronto and Memphis, but has produced when he's been on the court. An active, athletic big man. He's a player to watch.
And Green gets it to go.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kobe against Green. And Kobe, here we go. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. Parker dishes to Leonard. Here's Green. Leonard the pass to Parker. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Three-pointer. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
And Davis with good mobility for his size. Offensively, Clark, he can run in transition, flash to the basket. At the other end, he's a good help defender.
Yeah, and bit by bit, Kevin, we see him developing his post game as well. He's starting to broaden out that skill set. Still only 25 years old. Come on now. He's got a lot left in his development.
Duncan. Almost, but it rolls out. Lakers trail by 5. Hill kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Clarkson. Back to Johnson. Leonard with the steal. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Well, Kawhi Leonard drafted 15th overall, Clark, back in 2011. The pick acquired from the Indiana Pacers in a trade for George Hill.
And you know, at the time, Manu Ginobili said that he really didn't agree with the trade. Made him angry. He had a real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy. As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what he looks like he's going to do for many years to come.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Help build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Outside, Lynn trying to get back on track. Rebound, San Antonio. Parker kicks to Baines. Goes back up. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Spurs have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Boozer, he's checked in for Hill. Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. And Leonard, no good on that one.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Spurs leading by 10. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Lynn with the steal. 1:16 left in the first. Here's Ellington. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Ellington's got his first points in this one. And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team, and I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block, and he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own. The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
So it's San Antonio now. They're leading by 8. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Diaw, the screen. Ginobili dishes to Bellinelli. Lets it go from deep. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Bellinelli. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Here's Lynn. The kick out to Young. No good off the front iron. Here's Ginobili. He feeds it to Bellinelli. The three from Mills. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Spurs out in front. They lead by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's fun to watch.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. On the court for San Antonio. Boris Diaw is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Splitter, then it's Mills, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Diaw can't hit.
Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, last season's Coach of the Year, one of only 3 coaches to win that award 3 times. He's also a 5-time NBA champion as a head coach and really has been the model for consistency and excellence as a head coach, as a leader of his team in San Antonio. They've won 50 games, 15 consecutive years now, and clearly players are a big part of that. But his leadership and his ability to relate to his team and to get them to be a team is something that will send him right to the Hall of Fame when he's out.
They get it back. Shot's good by Mills. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line maybe.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
Johnson left side. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs leading by 15. Kicks to Leonard. Lynn with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Johnson. Another miss by Johnson. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The drive by Green. Now the dish to Parker. Duncan with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Davis with the block. Parker outside. Pass to Splitter. Back to Parker. He's got it, the fast break chance. Puts up the baby hook. Misses from short range.
Wes Johnson, the former #4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
Parker outside. Another miss by Parker.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Ellington comes in for Nick Young, and it's Clarkson in for Jeremy Lin. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Here's Parker. Passes the splitter. Out to Duncan. Outside, Green. Leonard, the pass to splitter. Shot clock at 6. Parker drives in. Here's Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 7 points for Leonard. And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
A different look now for San Antonio. Baines is checked in, and it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Pass to Ginobili. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Screen by Duncan. Ginobili kicks to Baines. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, we all know that Manu Ginobili has had a terrific career playing mostly as a 6th man. Ginobili said, "I don't think it was a big sacrifice. Maybe at first it was a little painful on the ego, but when I got in, all the plays were for me. I started to feel confident in that role. Now I enjoy it, and I don't even want to start." Kevin?
Doris, he puts pragmatism over ego. Thank you. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for San Antonio?
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Manu Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together, and this has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. It has nothing to do with me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too, from my partner there.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
3-pointer Ellington, and the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ginobili dishes to Parker. And that one's good. Parker's got his 2nd basket.
And Ginobili certainly will go down in history as one of the all-time great 6 men, alongside the likes of John Havlicek, Kevin McHale earlier in his career. I'm throwing out some old-school names for you young bucks.
Here's Hill. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Parker outside. Ginobili sets a screen for Parker. Feeds to Baines. He kicks to Ginobili. It's Parker with the drive. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And Manu, a 2-time All-Star, won 3 NBA titles with the Spurs. An outstanding career for a player drafted 57th back in 1999.
Davis. Nice D from Duncan. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And he gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for Ginobili.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Well, Pop, a solid halftime lead.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Clarkson is out there with Bryant. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Davis. And it's Hill in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Well, going into last season, Tiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile, he can pass, he can defend, and even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
And he sinks the second.
And Splitter clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid is good enough.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Out to Parker. Wide open look. And he gets it to go. Parker's got 6.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here. Splitter still shooting over 90% of his shots in the paint, but less effective down low. Injuries perhaps a factor. We'll see if he can bounce back.
Parker passes to Splitter. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
And that one's good. Parker.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And the Lakers with some changes. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Davis. Young comes in for Johnson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Clarkson. Took him no time at all on that one. 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
The Spurs continue, guys, to be one of the top-tier teams in the league, both offensively and defensively.
Well, great discipline and efficiency, the continuity of the roster, the stability, and, of course, you know, what Pop calls corporate knowledge, just the unity of this roster that has grown over the years.
Boozer against Duncan. Outside Leonard. Back to Duncan. The feed now to Leonard. Launches a 3. No luck. And the Lakers take it the other way.
And for the Spurs, hey, defensively with Duncan and Splitter inside, they've got the size to protect the paint. Leonard, their wing stopper, is terrific and can guard any position on the wing. They use their length to contest shots late and avoid cheap fouls. And the other thing you like about them is they didn't give up a lot of free throws last season.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Lynn dishes to Young. And there's the pass to Boozer. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
Well, the Spurs were just terrific offensively. Best three-point shooting team in the NBA 3 of the last 4 seasons. And I think probably the best passing team as well. They really move the ball and get great movement in their offense.
Jeremy Lin is a bit of a scoring point guard. He's best with the ball in his hands, but not necessarily an elite scorer playmaker. He's trying to broaden out his game so he can play off the ball as well.
And to become better playing off the ball, Jeremy Lin has to improve as a spot-up shooter. He's actually been shooting better off the dribble, but the catch and shoot is something he'll continue to work on.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. Diaw, the screen. Shoots off the screen. Mills can't hit. And Jeremy Lin working with the shooting coach, Clark, to develop his outside shot.
Yeah, he's actually tweaked his release to get the ball off more quickly on his way up. He's still below average from long range, but you know he's going to put the work in.
Here's Mills, defended by Lin, and Mills kicks to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Mills. Passes it to Splitter. 5 to shoot. Bellinelli passes to Green. Again, the miss by Green. Lakers trail by 17. Young dishes to Boozer. Bryant gets a wide open look, and another 3 for the Lakers.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
On the wing, Green. There's a good screen. Dishes it to Bellinelli. Back to Green. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for Green. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. The 3 from Bryant. And another 3 for the Lakers.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Here's Mills, defended by Lin. Diaw, the screen. Outside, Bellinelli. Rebound the Lakers. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Young kicks to Hill. Diaw with the steal. Now Bellinelli. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Young comes over to help, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Carlos Boozer. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young, and it's Clarkson in for Jeremy Lin. San Antonio also making some changes. Baines is checked in, and it's Ginobili in for Green. 6 to shoot. Poked away, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. 4 seconds. And San Antonio has possession. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Baines. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the fouls.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The Spurs have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. And the second free throw, good. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-7 run. And here's Bryant for 3. Good on the shot. Kobe's got 22 points.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Ginobili attacking. Baines passes to Ginobili. The 11-footer. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Spurs have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. We're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
On the floor for San Antonio, Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Aaron Baines out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the 1. Kicks it to Ginobili. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Duncan. Clock at 6. Ginobili against Johnson. Ginobili kicks to Duncan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Lakers trail by 9. The dish to Randall. Ryan against Ginobili. That's good from Randall on the assist from Kobe. Randall's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers. And here we go with Tony Parker. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's the teardrop. And he gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 9.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. I mean, he's great at finding a seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Splitter's checked in for the Spurs. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He told them, hey guys, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. We're still alive in this thing. All we need to do is rely on each other. Let's stay aggressive, stick together, and play as a team. We're coming back. Back to you, Kevin.
Parker, that's good. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Park, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Here's Leonard. Here's Clarkson. With his first shot attempt. Jump shot is good. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark in elusiveness. How will it age?
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Ginobili with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Leonard attacking. 5 on the clock. Here's Ginobili, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Things have kind of gone south for them here in the quarter.
Spurs leading by 11. Parker kicks to Leonard. Pass to Splitter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively. It has all been working for him today.
Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Clarkson. Here's Hill. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Parker passes to Duncan. Feeds it to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Leonard. Fires at the elbow. Another miss by Leonard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Hill with it. Leonard picks him up. Clarkson kicks to Hill. Out to Kobe from deep. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
Clark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Parker. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Clarkson passes to Randall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson right side. In low to Hill. It's stolen. That's tipped. To stop the run. San Antonio with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Parker outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now down to Dorisburg, who is courtside.
Well, Tony,